Welcome everyone, my name is Frostwood and today I will be doing a Rose Room Unleash the Light Nuzlocke. There are rules to this Nuzlocke that are different from a Pokemon Nuzlocke. If I select a character, I can only use it once in a whole run. If the character gets knocked out and all the other party members fall, that means that the run is dead and I cannot use that character anymore. Rule number 2, only Rule 1 applies to the party leader, so if I select a certain character, for example Amethyst or Garnet, if any of those characters go down with the party, then I cannot use those characters anymore. And rule number 3, I can only use any member of the Crystal Gems, so I cannot use Connie and Lion and Greg, just to name a few. So that's why in future episodes I'll only use the Crystal Gems. Alright, now that you're caught up with the rules, let's get this started. Steven will be the one who I'll be using for this run. His shield may do low damage, but his healing abilities is where it shows. And his healing ability in this run will be extremely helpful. I am also doing this on a brand new save. As I move on to the next room, I decided to, you know what, I guess I'll use Heal Jam. Turns out this was a pretty big mistake since I barely use healing. I add Garnet to the party, which is guaranteed, and thus the run truly begins. The first stage of Rose's room is actually surprisingly simple, with a few enemies here and there. After going through a couple of rooms, I find an ability room, and I choose the Rally Survive ability for Garnet. I found a badge room a few rooms later, and found a Rose's Tier badge, which I gave to Garnet. And not even a few rooms later, I find another badge room, and I find the Attack the Light badge. I give it to Steven and progress forward. Our first encounter is an ambush, which is unfortunately bad, because when this thing attacks, the first time I didn't notice it, but so that little shit took literally a huge quarter of Garnet's health. Thankfully, we defeated this thing, because if we didn't have any healing thing / fry bits, this fight would have ended pretty quickly with Steven going down. Thankfully, the fight was light work, but that was still extremely scary. So, as instinct, I chose OKKO as Garnet's rewards for defeating the enemy pretty quickly. Couple of rooms downward, and we find another encounter. Thankfully, this one wasn't an ambush, fortunately. And the attack, it was pretty simple actually. As like I said, the shield does little to no damage. Cutting to the defense section, and oh, that's concerning. And literally the next hit, I get a bullshit KO after getting a perfect block. Thankfully, the battle didn't end with Garnet going down, but that was still extremely scary. Just note, only if the party leader goes down but the rest of the team is up, that doesn't mean the run is dead. So just so you know, don't bullshit in the comments. Proceeding a few rooms ahead, I find a chest that has, you guessed it, a warp whistle. This is just an accessory, it doesn't work. I make it to the warp pad and did not press my luck at all. I went straight to the next stage, break room. Thankfully, the next room leaves Steven with 1 HP, so I use the pool to heal up everyone. I also get to unlock 2 new party members, but I add Amethyst to the party as it'll be a nice way to add more leverage. And I choose the counterattack option for Garnet. The second stage of Rose's room is not better. It's for lack of a better word, worse, because the enemies hit harder here. You'll see why in a later clip. These fuckwads is what ruined the run. As I enter the battle, a wave of fear washes over me, as I know the end is near. Lots of blocks that you have to do to actually counter these bitches is insane. I use Steven's shield attack, but that's barely anything. Even if I use the counter, I have to end my turn. Thankfully, the one in the back misses, but this giant bigot, that's what killed the run. Garnet gets poofed, and things are about to go awry. I use Amethyst whip, hopefully to end the fight. In a state of panic, I use Steven's shield, which does nothing. I used Amethyst's whip, still nothing. And this is where things went horribly wrong. The one in the back uses her spear attack. The big one uses her spear attack, and that's what killed the run fully. This is game over. This was an unsuccessful run. I hope you all liked the video. If you did, please leave a like, and if you want, subscribe even, so you can stay notified for the future episodes that I will release. See ya!